Hi, my name is Keith Brennan, and this is a quick introduction to me and to the module on Google Hangouts, which is the module that I've put together for teachers. I'm a teacher. I have been for 7 years now, and I teach in a language school in Dublin. I teach students from all over the world who travel to Dublin to learn English. I also design activities, write content, and design curriculum for online learners as well. And I have done that for about a year. And at present, I am doing a master's in e-learning and online learning in Dublin Institute of Technology. And my work has been nominated for a British Council Award last year. Unfortunately, we were beaten by the BBC. This module is about Hangout. Hangout is a Google application, and it's an application where you create circles of people. Like you do in everyday life, you create circles of friends, family, acquaintances, and colleagues. But in Hangout, you create circles of people that you can connect to using video chat. And you can do other things. You can share documents. You can work on documents simultaneously with those people. You can do illustrations. You can do drawings. You can do graphs and diagrams. You can record it, and you can talk to 10 people simultaneously. And Hangout is set up so that one person can be a leader of the Hangout. So it's just like an ordinary classroom, and those 10 people can broadcast the Hangout to another 10 people, and those 10 to another 10, if that's how you want to arrange it. So it can also be like an extended lecture as well. Anybody who has a smartphone, a laptop, a desktop, a tablet computer, basically any device that has Wi-Fi access or very good mobile access to the internet can use Google Hangout. So it means you can use it from pretty much anywhere in the world, and you can use it from any locations. I use Hangout in my job to work on content with colleagues. We have peer review meetings over Hangout. We discuss one another's work. We compare notes about activities. We talk about problems that we're having, and we also collaborate on documents as well, curriculum documents or activity documents and things like that. Hangout allows me to provide also for my students formal and informal lessons. I can do a whole lesson over Hangout, and you'll find people in the further resources section of this module who do exactly that. That's where they earn their living. They talk to students from all around the world, and they record their sessions, and you can view them and get ideas from them. I have used it to host cooking classes for my students. So one student, we focus on vocabulary for cooking and for describing food. One student is in their kitchen. Everybody else is cooking along, following their instructions, which is very useful as a language teacher. And then we sit down together and talk about the food afterwards. My students have used it to do presentations. As a teacher, you can do board work. You can show people your screen as you're teaching. There's a scratch pad, which is like a whiteboard that you can do board work on. Yeah, it's really, really versatile. And as we go through the course, we hope to show you how you can use it in your practice as a teacher. And we also hope to give you further resources for you to go off and develop once we give you the basic skills of using Hangout. The course aims to give you those tools which will hopefully make your job every day as an educator easier. It certainly has helped aspects of my practice. It will give you access to technology that you can use in your classroom to enrich and maybe interest your students. There is evidence to indicate that technology can interest students and create kind of an additional focus and concentration. By the end of the module, we really hope that you'll find that Hangouts are an easy tool to use as well. It's a Google tool, so it's fairly intuitive and fairly straightforward to set up and use. You may need to think about how you actually utilize it in lessons and how you work it in lesson plans, but the technology itself is actually fairly straightforward to use. For this module, you'll need a computer. And you'll need a web camera attached to that computer, and a microphone, which is probably part of your web camera. And don't worry too much about that. We'll give you resources to check up on that. You'll need broadband access, and we'll also give you resources in the module to check that your broadband speed is fast enough. That's pretty much it. You'll also need a Gmail account, but if you don't have one of those, we'll also help you set one of those up. Let's begin. I've lined up a video from Google to explain Hangouts, so please do watch it. It's short and it will hopefully help you get to grips with the possibilities it's going to offer you. Please feel free to find me on the wiki forums, or later on to find me on Hangout when we've set you up with that, or to connect with me via email, and you'll also get my email address during this module. Click here to start the course, or click here to go back to the wiki, and have a good time. Bye.